Previously on building Benny's movie park.
Like that looks a lot better. Kong should be pretty much done. He looks a bit weird. Here's what we do. This is going to be wood, and then this top part right here, that can be metal, like this. These connectors here make it look so freaking nice. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while, but we are back with another episode of Building Benny's Movie Park 2. I've had a whole moving, I've, been on vacation, I've done a bunch of stuff in the meantime, but we are now back. So let's continue where we left off. This right here is where we left off. This is completely bare, so let's go ahead and make this look a bit nicer. The fact that we can now simply just scale up these rocks is gonna save so much time, like, it's ridiculous. Just in a few clicks, we have instant rocks. I mean, that's amazing. And you can even put some really small ones in between to get it some extra detail, just like that. Oh, dude, look at that shit. I feel like something has changed. This feels different than it did before. What happened? Wait a second, before you couldn't see the actual object, could you? You could just see an outline. That's different. Every time I leave for like a few months, stuff changes. There's also these new textures which are kind of crazy. They've got sandstone and limestone. It's pretty cool stuff, not gonna lie. Even got mud. That looks like rock as well. It's pretty ironic how the first thing I do once I'm back is placing rocks. I mean, I could have expected that, to be completely fair. Also, I probably want to close this up a little bit so you can see all of this in the background. Kinda lame, not gonna lie. There you go, just like that. Okay, this is starting to look pretty freaking good. And this thing right here has to be sort of an arch kind of shape, right? Like that. Dude, the fact that you can just, make stuff bigger and smaller is actually so useful. It's insane. Why actually did I start at the back of this? That makes no sense. And a bunch of rocks on the front here as well. I mean, why do I even say this at this point? It is starting to look pretty cool though. I don't really know yet what I'm gonna do with the textures on these, but I guess we'll see just in a sec. Because this of course has to be that sort of bare wasteland with the skulls and everything. That's what I'm aiming for at least. And there you go. That is the sort of mountain thing in the middle. Now let's check out what sort of texture we're gonna give this. I thought the sandstone looked pretty cool. Let's see. I think has a pretty nice look to it. Now, of course, the actual rocks we can change, so those we will have to leave that texture, but we can have some variety in there. Here you go. And I think it's best if we go for this a bit lighter color, since it seems to be that the original is a bit more, beige as well. And some of this gray stuff as well. Very good. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, actually. Now, for the ground, I want to go for, well, very simple, just dirt. This is also a new texture, by the way. This I'm just going to cover over the entire ground, and then we'll kind of see what that looks like, I suppose. Actually, this lighter color is just a tad better. It matches the rocks more. And then with a bunch of these spheres, we can make very tiny, subtle hills like this. So it's not like a super flat, boring area. That would be kind of lame, not gonna lie. I feel like saying not gonna lie is gonna be my new thing, isn't it? There you go. And then we simply make that the same material, and see, that is... Ooh, I love... Oh, and a little bit right here to fill that up as well. See, that is, I guess, pretty nice. We do need to add some more rocks here and there, like just on these hills like this. That's really gonna make this look very nice. There you go. To really imitate that landscape, I'm also going to add some of these dead bushes, just peeking through the landscape here and there. Very nice. They are a bit vibrant, a little bit more grayish. There you go. Beautiful. And then before filling up this whole landscape, I first want to finish the rocks on the sides. So let's just go ahead and do that very quickly, just like we did it with the mountain. Just like so. I'm also going to extend the ground all the way here, so it sort of connects to that little corner there. Can this just be done yet? Why do I always end up doing such boring things? You guys just really love to see me suffer. That's been it all along. I'm just trapped in this YouTube thing where I have to place rocks and a shit load of them. This stuff of course stretches out all the way here. Basically this entire landscape I just need to, fill with rocks.
2,000 years later.
I feel like I now have pretty much all of the rock area done, except for the inside of the tunnel, but I think I'm actually just gonna leave this like this, because as you can see, it's pitch black, so you won't see anything, and it does save some file size. space. File space. So anyway, I also discovered that there now are new colors. In fact, if you click something, you can literally go here and you can choose any color you want. That's something we've been asking for a long time. It's finally here. Amazing. So as you can see, I did add some color variety to this using that new tool, and it is looking pretty good. Not gonna lie, looks pretty nice. So that is definitely gonna give us some variety in color, which is great. Now let's see what's next. First of all, I think the supports for this track is pretty important. And instead of doing wooden like we did on the other side, I kind of want to do this one metal. It just seems cooler, I guess. I don't know why. So let's kind of just try some stuff. I'm gonna try something new here. Let's do this, then make this nice and thin and put it on there, and then the same thing on the other side. There you go. And then on the top we can put some of these bolts again, because that is super epic. There you go. Now we just paint that metal, and that looks pretty badass. And let's also do one like this for some extra support. There you go. That's pretty cool. And a little base at, well, the base. Yeah, and copying this is gonna be a lot of work again. Dude, this is so much work. The only annoying thing is that it's not snapping, so I don't know if they're the same size. Should be about the same size, but not perfect. As you can see, this one's a bit bigger than that one, but I guess that's not a real big problem. It's not like you're really gonna notice it. And then on this bit right here, we're gonna need a very wide one all the way to, well, just like that. And that's where the track is gonna be resting on. And then I just have to make these same edges on it, like so. And a diagonal one seems pretty cool as well, just right there. And the same thing a bit further down here. Making these nice bases again. Then these right here are the last few I need to do, so let's just get it done quickly, because as you may have expected, this stuff is kind of boring to do. Okay, so now that all these supports are pretty much in place, I would say, I'm gonna add some skeletons and bones and stuff, because that's really the only thing that is important right here. Let's start with like a huge carcass of like Kong or some sort of ape-like creature. Kind of like this. Pretty much like that. Seems like a good start. Oh, definitely limestone. Look at that. That's perfect. Okay, then these are gonna be the ribs, or at least the start of the ribs. Very nice, like that. And then using this circular technique again, I'm gonna make them look very nice and round. Of course, the further down it goes, the smaller it has to become, just like so. And this is gonna be a guess again, because you know, I don't know how I'm ever gonna do this on the other side exactly the same. So I guess I just won't. It'll just kind of be random. But you know, it's nature, so it's fine. Skeletons don't have to be perfect. There you go, like this, and then paint it. Very nice. So if I'm correct, we can just drag this to the other side and then do the exact same thing again. The scaling may just differ a bit, but I guess that's fine. We shouldn't be too nitpicky. Last one, and that should be pretty much it. I like it, it's pretty good. The color, however, maybe should be a bit darker and more yellowish. Very nice, let's paint the whole thing. Maybe we can make the color kind of fade out to a darker sort of, well, color. Like this. So it kind of looks like it's been sticking in the mud. Dude, look at that. Coloring actually makes stuff so much more realistic, it's insane. Then now I guess I'm just gonna have to fill up this landscape with a bunch of other bones, like smaller stuff. So let's just go ahead and try some stuff. I'm guessing stuff like this could always just be good, where it's kind of the standard type bone. There you go, nice and classic, simple yet effective, beautiful. And of course we can also put down some tiny skeletons of humans, because that's scary, I guess. And a little rib cage right here under the sand, kind of buried. Beautiful. And here I'm gonna try something very ambitious. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but we can always try. Like that. I feel like it's pretty obvious what this is going to be. And then somehow this has to become a tooth. I don't think this is gonna look amazing, but we can try either way. There you go. And then paint it. That looks... I mean, if you zoom out far enough, it's fine. This whole thing is starting to look a bit strange, but I guess we'll just run with it, because what else are we gonna do? You know, it would be very weird to have Skull Island with 0 skulls on it. So, well, we just kind of have to at this point. Well, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It's fine. It's just not as great as the skull from Benny's Gold Rush, I guess. But that's, I mean, that was pretty good. So, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. You know what? I think it's time for a quick tour and a POV of the coaster. First off, if we enter Skull Island, this is the first thing you see. You have this very tiny, cute little bridge, which I like a lot. I like the round shape of it. Then here, there's the entrance, for which we still don't have a name, actually. So in the comments down below, let me know what this ride's gonna be called. We already had some pretty good ideas, but I'm not sure exactly which one is the best, so if you have ideas, let me know down below. Anyway, then here there is the beautiful pathway that leads into the tunnel, which leads all the way here to the station. There's a bunch of these wooden fences that are pretty nice, if you ask me. Here in the station itself, there's, well, I mean, it's a station. What do you expect? Once you exit the station, this is where you go up, like we just saw. Then there's this whole landscape here, pretty detailed, I would say. And of course, some nice ape cheeks right here. And then if we move on to the back, there's this rocky landscape with a bunch of bones, bunch of stuff lying around, nice skull. So yeah, all in all, I think it turned out pretty good so far. It's not fully finished, but we are pretty close to the end, I would say. Anyway, that's what we have so far. So if you have any additional ideas I should add, let me know down below in the comments, and then maybe I will add them in the next episode. And for today, I think that's pretty much it. If you like this video, make very sure to leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I hope I'll see you in the next episode of Building Benny's Movie Park 2.